Back for another year. Who wants to start and talk about the growth of this incredible event?
Wow. Wow. Someone want to jump in?
Who's got it? Go ahead,
I'll
Rob.
just say we are thrilled with the growth of this. This is our 9th year doing the Big Slick. We didn't know it would go 9 years, and we're thrilled that it did. And each year we've been blessed that the people of Kansas City and the companies and the corporations and everybody in Kansas City has rallied around Children's Mercy Hospital. And therefore, each year we've made just a little bit more money than the year prior. And it's a testament to this great city. So thank you, Kansas City.
And I always notice that no matter what goes on, that Paul always has the coolest memorabilia.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's true. I found this recently in a box, that I had my actual hat from the '85 series.
So
this
good.
was, and I was just talking to Brett Saberhagen and got him to sign it. So I now have my hat from '85 signed by Sabes.
So let's be clear on this. He's got an actual, authentic, real McCoy '85 World Series hat signed by the '85 MVP.
That's right.
Well done,
Pretty
sir.
cool.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't need to hand the mic to me. You guys, you can. It's your floor, Eric.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight.
Oh, boy.
I just wanted to say that we appreciate everyone.
All right, thanks.
I thought you were going to do like an acceptance speech. Like
Well, I wanted to, but then I thought, I don't want to commit to that. It's hot.
It's just too hot.
It's too hot.
You can't piece together an acceptance.
Yeah.
It's just too hot.
You got to commit. The bit has got to be just right in this heat.
Yeah, it is.
I always have found that 72 and breezy is the optimum. That's the best temperature for a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That
why
is. You
most
nailed it.
bits exist in the spring in New York.
That's right.
Or all year round in Los Angeles.
There are some that really like a kind of a lower temperature bit, like a brisk 40, 50 degrees.
Like a Letterman. Or
Exactly.
yeah.
Keeps you sharp.
Is there a good temperature for a Kansas City bit?
Well, it ain't this.
It ain't 94.
It ain't 98, 120 on the field.
This is the first year that we've done Big Slick so early in June. Normally we do it late, and one of the reasons that we did it earlier this year was we thought, okay, you know what, the weather's going to be great. It won't get really hot, and we got all these people coming out to play, and we were wrong. Because it's 117 degrees.
Turns out we are not meteorologists.
Or athletes. So while we're playing...
Rob's an athlete.
Let's not get crazy.
You know what? That's for the historians to decide. But yes, you're right.
Let's go to the historians now. No.
The historians. History will show that Rob
went 0 for 12 in every Big Slick. Yeah, I don't think I've never hit it out of the infield. I've never hit it out of the infield.
Al
I don't think I
Yankovic's not
have.
here this year, so somebody will have to assume the worst swing role.
I love that about Al.
Oh my God!
Because fearlessly,
Jeans?
he would go up and hit.
Yeah.
Jeans and Vans.
Yep.
Yeah. And a Hawaiian shirt.
I miss him. I miss him already. He's not here this year, but he'll be back. He'll be back. But I will say this. This is kind of something fun about Big Slick 9, which is what we are in right now. This is the most celebrities we've ever had attend the Big Slick. We are over 40 celebrities that came in from New York and Los Angeles to be here in Kansas City with us this weekend to help us raise money for Children's Mercy Hospital. So God bless them. And thank you, Kansas City, for making them feel so welcome.
Yeah.
Because what happens is the people that come in for this, they go back and they brag about it and they talk about it and they say what fun time they had, and then people call us and say, what's up with this Big Slick thing? Is there anything maybe I could go?
Yeah, the word spreads.
Yeah.
Word spreads amongst people.
Final question before we go. You know, athletes always want to try to play the game, and or actors want to play the game. Athletes like to try to act. So how is George Brett the actor?
Well, he's a very good baseball player. He actually was surprisingly natural. They gave him the script, and he was like, hey, this line, this is kind of hokey here. I said, George, you're George. This is your story. You say it exactly the way George Brett would. And once he kind of knew he could do that, he honestly was perfect. And there's a whole bit, and I wish I would have prepared him for this, and I didn't, because the next day he called me. He's like, they cut a bunch of the stuff out we did. And I said, I should have told you about what's called editing.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever edited George.
we did a 3-minute improvisation from like over in the first base dugout all the way off the field, where he just told the story of the night and the day, and he just went and went and went. And it was great for us to watch, but it didn't make the final cut of the show, and he was bummed about that. But he was so gracious and signed every autograph and took every picture with everybody, and people loved it. The crew universally loved the fact that George Brett was on our set.
And George Brett will be pitching tonight.
Yeah.
In the softball game. And when I told some of the celebs that, especially the guys, they were like, for real, he's going to be here.
George Brett's
I was
not.
like, yeah, I think so.
George Brett?
I heard George Brett was going to be pitching.
Brett Saberhagen, you mean?
It was Saberhagen will be pitching too, and Al Fitzmaurice, and there's going to be a whole group.
I didn't know George Brett was here. I thought.
That's what I heard. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's what I heard.
Okay, Rob.
I also heard Elvis was going to come back.
Okay, all right. Now here we go.
I heard it was Brett Michaels from Poison.